So we're going to dive into this thousand-year-old text by a Persian philosopher named Nasir Khosrow. It's called Wajh-i, which means the face of religion. And you know what? It kicks off with a question that honestly feels like it could have been written yesterday. Think about it. Why do we go through the motions, perform rituals, and follow commands without really getting the deeper reason why? For Khosrow, this wasn't just some philosophical puzzle. It was a huge problem. He saw people practicing their faith on autopilot, and he argued that's not really faith at all. So he came up with this pretty radical new way of looking at religion, one that starts by splitting it into two completely different paths. And that brings us to his first major distinction. He basically said that all belief is powered by one of two things, and that's it, just two, fear or knowledge. And for Khosrow, the choice between these two is, well, it's everything. He looked around and saw most people practicing religion because they were afraid of punishment, of hell, even of physical force. He called this the sign of hell. But then there's the other path, a religion of hope, one that's all about knowledge and spiritual insight. He called this the trace of paradise. See the difference? The goal isn't just blind obedience, it's about deep, genuine understanding. Okay, so the big question is, how do you get from that fear-based path to the one based on knowledge? Well, Khosrow's answer lies in a really powerful metaphor, the idea that every religious practice has an outer shell and a hidden kernel. First up, you've got what he called the ẓāhir. That's just the stuff you can see, right? The apparent, the external. It's the body of religion, the prayers you say, the fasts you keep, the pilgrimages you make. And look, it's essential, but it's only the surface. Because hidden inside that shell is the bāṭin. Now this is the good stuff, the hidden, symbolic, inner meaning. You could call it the soul of religion. It's the whole reason the outer rituals even exist. Because for Khosrow, and this is key, the outer shell without that inner kernel is completely meaningless. And yeah, he does not mince words here. He says that any action, any prayer, any ritual done without understanding its hidden meaning is a dead thing, a carcass, just an empty shell. And in his view, that has absolutely no place in a true spiritual life. So obviously the goal is to get to the bāṭin, to find that kernel of truth. But how? This is where it gets really interesting. Khosrow says, hold on, this isn't a guessing game. You can't just invent your own meanings. To unlock this hidden reality, he says you need two things, a very specific key and, crucially, a qualified guide. So what's this key? It's a method called ta'wil. Think of it as the science of symbolic interpretation. It's the intellectual tool you use to go from the literal text to its deeper, true reality. It's how you crack open the shell. But here's the catch. Ta'wil isn't a free-for-all. Khosrow was adamant that this knowledge was way too profound to be left up to individual speculation. It had to be passed down through an authoritative, unbroken chain of guidance. So what does this chain of authority even look like? Well, in Khosrow's Ismaili framework, it flows like this. Divine wisdom comes from a cosmic source, the universal intellect. It's revealed to humanity through the prophet, or nāṭiq. The prophet then entrusts the hidden meaning to his successor, the asās. And from there, in every single generation, that authority is made available through a living guide, the Imam of the time. He's the one who holds the key of ta'wil for his community right here and now. So what happens when you have this key and you have this guide? Well, according to Khosrow, the entire religious universe gets completely transformed. All of a sudden, religious duties aren't just a list of rules to follow anymore. They become this rich, amazing tapestry of symbols, each one pointing to profound spiritual and intellectual truths. Let me give you a few quick examples. In this system, hell isn't some physical place of fire. It's the spiritual state of ignorance. And paradise? It's not a garden. It's achieving union with the universal intellect, the source of all knowledge. The pilgrimage to Mecca becomes a symbol for the spiritual journey to the Imam of the time. And fasting isn't just about giving up food. It's about guarding the sacred, hidden knowledge of the faith. This whole symbolic reinterpretation goes deep. It even gets into numbers, especially the number 7. For Khosrow, the whole universe is structured in sevens. He saw history unfolding in these grand cycles of 7 great prophets, and each of them was followed by 7 imams who revealed the hidden meaning of their message. That number just echoes everywhere, like a sign of a hidden cosmic order. Okay, So let's tie this all together. What does all of this amount to? What is the true face of religion that Khusrau is trying to show us? It's this vision where the entire universe, not just scripture, the whole world, is a text just filled with signs and symbols. And the purpose of our lives isn't just to obey, it's to learn how to read this cosmic text, to interpret its hidden messages with a guide's help, and to make that journey from the outer form to be inner reality. And this leaves us with a question that goes far beyond Khusrav's 1,000-year-old text. For any belief system you can think of, religious or otherwise, what is its true face? Is it the observable rules and the practices you can see? Or is it the hidden meaning that those rules are all supposed to symbolize?